I'm Russ Heaps, and welcome to this episode of Big John and Five. It's where I get my good buddy here, Big John Richards, to pick a beer from, well, wait a minute. Let's start over.
Uh-oh. That's right, we're not doing Big John and Five.
We're not doing Big John and Five. Coming to you somewhat live from the taproom floor at Greenville Beer Exchange, or GBX, as the kids call it these days, on Lawrence Street in glorious downtown Greenville, South Carolina. I'm Russ Heaps, and welcome to this episode of Anything But Bourbon. And that's where we find something that
Isn't bourbon.
and we sniff it, we sip it, we kibitz about it. We don't know anything. I guarantee you, we don't know anything about the creator of it, or in this case, much about vodka.
A multitude of things we don't know about.
Yes. A lot of stuff we don't know. But anyway, so
There's one or two that we do.
yeah, we occasionally. So anyway, I'm here with my good buddy Big John, and John, what are we doing here?
We're doing something I think very fun. We're doing a vodka that's distilled from a beer.
See, so there is a beer to whiskey connection.
There's a connection. There's always a connection.
We have never done a vodka before, I don't think.
I don't think so. So this is Edelster Reissdorf Vodka, and
You've probably got a bottle at home in your liquor cabinet.
I suspect that you probably do.
And if you've got really high shelves, 'cause
Right.
this is a tall ass bottle right here.
So the Reissdorf brewery is a Kolsch brewery, a Cologne brewery. Probably, almost certainly my favorite Kolsch. Reissdorf Kolsch, I think, if you put a gun to my head, it's going to be Reissdorf. And they took their beer and distilled it down to make this spirit. I'll confess that I set my glasses down here so that I could read this, and just while we were setting up, I took my glasses away. So I went, why are my glasses on the table?
Well-oiled machine, right here. Well-oiled machine.
Trained professionals. I'll tell you what I remember.
Do you need my glasses? They're right there.
No, thank you.
I can
my
see
glasses are right over there. You can see my glasses. I can see yours. Neither one of us has glasses. Water everywhere. Not a drop of drink. So I'm going to pour this up while I talk about it briefly. And this is very fun for me because it says grain spirits or traditional. It says traditional Cologne spirits distilled from grain and distilled with hops.
Kind of smells like cologne.
Yeah, that's vodka. It should smell. It should smell like acetone, and it shouldn't taste like it. So I think that's cool. From what I read on the front of that bottle, distilled from beer and with hops means that it's probably distilled down, and then during the distillation process, they're adding more hop flour, which I think is really cool. Devin, salute, passed along this bottle to us.
He owns GBX, incidentally.
Owns the place.
I'm thinking that's probably
thought
sitting in
that this
front of
would be fun for us to do. It's got to be sitting in front of you now, right?
Well, on that camera.
Which camera?
This one it's not.
Okay. All right, I believe us.
In fact, I can get a little closer.
Ooh, come on.
You big galoot.
So, sorry, going back to the whole thing, I suspect that this is going to be a pretty fun vodka for me because I think vodka is not supposed to taste like anything, but it's supposed to smell like things. And so I am hopeful for the amount of hop aroma that I'll be able to pull out of this.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's see what happens.
Teximus Lily.
Absolutely. Do you have anything else to say while we're smelling?
No.
Oh, I can. That smells right off the get.
Right off the what?
Right off the get. reminds me of beer in a oblique kind of a way. I certainly wouldn't confuse this with a beer aroma, but there's something very
Beerish.
beerish. There's something that's
Write that down.
the same aroma that comes off of a Kolsch, which teaser, we have another episode that we did today that's on a Kolsch. That same sort of earthy, tiny, spicy bite of aroma that's on a Kolsch is here. And I may be tricking myself into it. I will freely admit I may be tricking myself into it. But some of those same aromas, some of those same earthy, almost barnyardy, kind of grassy, hoppy aromas are there. And
It's got some funk to it.
I've got to, you got to be so careful to keep from overloading your nasal passages with the acetone that's on a vodka like this. But in fact,
get
someone
that.
once taught me to inhale through your mouth instead of your nose when you're inhaling a liqueur or a distilled spirit.
A vodka. Actually, this isn't half bad.
No, I haven't tasted it yet. I'm going to taste it now. I did smell it a bunch. Ooh.
I'm not crazy about the nose, but
No.
I kind of
That
like the
is
flavor.
smooth as silk.
I know.
I don't do a lot of sipping of vodka. I don't think that's what it's for. But you could sip this vodka.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
I almost wish that I knew a Russian so I could buy a bottle of this and invite them over.
Right? Yeah.
They're going vodka. Das Vidanya.
Some time ago, some years and years ago, I had made some friends with some Russians. And one of their buddies came over who really didn't speak any English. I mean, like at all. We went to an Applebee's. And when we all ordered drinks, he kept trying to order, and his friends kept trying to translate for him, and they were trying to get together on what was going on, like what he actually wanted. And what he ended up with was an entire 22-ounce Coke glass filled with ice and vodka. And he had 3 of them. And he got up and walked away like nothing had happened.
I am astounded at the, at least what we understand in this country, to be the amazing percentage of alcoholics in Russia when this is what they have to drink. I could get it if they. This is
Well,
I can't imagine. This is like Cuervo.
Let me help you
There's
fix
no
this.
reason to drink this other than just get drunk. But I don't know how you get through enough of it to get drunk and
Let me
still
help you
like
fix
it.
that.
Okay.
This is going to help your brain understand what's going on in Russia. The word vodka is the word water. That's how they say water in Russia.
That's sort of
Vodka.
That's sort of like Irish whiskey being
Yeah, the water life.
The water of life, or whatever it-
Yeah,
yeah,
whatever
whatever it
something
is.
where I said,
yeah.
whatever it is.
Hooty 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 hoot. Yeah. No, yeah, but there is.
Yeah. No, I get that. I get this. The Russian way, as I understand it, again, I am not a Russian, but is that this is what you drink. And so, in that spirit, I'm going to point my glass at you and finish this glass off. because we should let these people go.
Yes, you're correct.
Bang.
So damn lucky. See you next time.